And now for your West Rutland Golden Horde, number 35, sophomore, William Grabowski. Number 23, junior, Brendan Forrest. Number 21, senior, Francis Grabowski. Number 5, senior, Jacob Dow. And number 32, senior, Brian Maxson. West Rutland is coached by Keith Schneider, assisted by Jordan Fuller. The manager is Matty Williams, and trainer Cody Parker. Please stand for the national anthem, sung by West Rutland student Casey Serrani.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleam, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Beautiful Star-Spangled Banner, as always. Casey Serrani, we got a full house here tonight. We'll take a look at the student section over here. Boys teams and girls basketball teams taking turns out supporting each other. I think you'll like the girls' outfits tonight, but this is a big game for Westside. Arlington visiting. They're at 10-2. They're near the top of the Division IV standings. And we missed the Arlington starters. I was changing batteries on my mics, but I know Jared Lacoste, 15, is a tough soccer player and as tough a basketball player. It is 13 going to get up. Jacob Smith against Brian Maxim for Westside. We've got Francis Grabowski, we've got Willie Grabowski on each side of the circle. Jake Dow and Rue Forrest out back. Maxim up to contest, it comes down, and here's Lacoste. Lacoste up to midcourt and defended by Dow. Looks like Westside may be in a zone. Lacoste, far wing, back to Lacoste. Lacoste, back to the far wing. Back to Lacoste, corner. Penetration on the baseline. Westside goes up straight, loose ball, and Jake Dow comes down with it, and he's going to take a look for transition. Nothing there, so he feeds Brian Maxim. Maxim drives the baseline, tries the reverse, won't go. Maxim gets his own rebound, kicks out to Dow. Dow to Grabowski. Grabowski, three! Willie Grabowski drains the three, and it's 3-0 Westside. Westside comes out in pressure. It's Dow guarding Lacoste. Maxim there for the double. And now they back off into the zone. Lacoste down to the corner, back to Lacoste. Top of the key. I'll try and pick up Arlington players as I have a chance to look at the program. That baseline jumper won't go, and Willie Grabowski pulls it down. Hands off to Dow. Dow looking for an opening. He has Francis Grabowski. Nice feed to the big man down on the block. Rue Forrest goes with the left hand, soft off the glass, won't go. Arlington rebounds, and here comes Jared Lacoste to run some offense. So he's got the big man, Jacob Smith, in the middle. That's a corner three. Off the rim, won't go. And offensive rebound for Arlington. Forrest forces the kick out, and Lacoste, lob pass to the big man, nice kick out, wide open three. That rattles but won't go. Forrest secures the rebound, hands off to Dow. Dow's got his head up, looking to see who's ahead of him. And nice hustle, Lacoste, to stop Dow from getting to the hoop there. Dow goes to the right hand, kicks it out. That's another three for Grabowski, won't go. And Arlington pulls down the rebound. That's Brian Fugner pulling that rebound down. That's Fugner, number 4, gets stripped, able to regain the ball, and that's a three, won't go. Arlington starting out cold. Maxim looking ahead for Francis Grabowski. Francis Grabowski, athletic attempt, but it won't go. He's still on the floor. Now he's up getting back for defense. Lacoste, great lead pass, too deep. 21, couldn't finish it for Arlington. That's Darren Golden, one of the captains. But on the save, it's off Maxim, so Lacoste to inbound. 5:46 left. Westside up 3-0 on the power of Willie Grabowski's three to open things. No team fouls. And that's another corner three, and it rattles, won't go. Forrest didn't have position, but had the arms long enough to get a hold of that. And here comes Dow. Dow being guarded by Lacoste. Bounce pass. Maxim. Maxim picks up a screen from Forrest. Mid-range jumper looked good. Rattles, won't go. That ball tipped out by Forrest, and it is Arlington ball with 5:25 left. It's Lacoste. Full court pressure for Westside. Back to Lacoste. Back to the far wing, and another corner three passed up. Lacoste, pump fake, top of the key, kicks it to the far wing, dribble penetration, and we'll have the first foul of the game. Might be on Willie Grabowski. It is on Willie for the reach. 5:09 left, first quarter. Westside up 3-0.
Jake, stay with him. Watch him go corner. Coming out.
Nice job, Westside. Arlington able to get it in on the block late in the 5-second count. And it's Jack Lane, top of the key. Grabowski guarding him. Near side, Lacoste, crossover, Dow's on him, forces the spin, and Forrest with the help defense shuts the door on that. Off the rim, won't go, loose ball. Maxim hustles after it, but Arlington able to contest and contain. That's a long three, and Rue Forrest gets up, hands off to Grabowski. Grabowski to Dow, and Dow's gonna run the offense. Lacoste out to guard. Forrest looking for the cutter. Turns it over. Here comes Arlington on the run. And can't get the finish to go, but maybe headed to the free throw line. That foul's on Forrest, his first, second on Westside. And Ben Fugner to the line. First shot's pure, second shot coming. Maxim and Forrest down low, and there'll be no rebound on that. So Westside's lead is cut to 1, and Lacoste gonna make Dow work. Dow goes to the left hand, blows by, now he slows it down, pulls it back to the top of the key. Dribble, drive, kick out Grabowski. Grabowski gonna go up, too strong off the glass. Loose ball, who's there? Maxim tries for the hustle play, unable to secure it, and here comes Lacoste, pullback. That's a corner three, passed up, back to Lacoste, top of the key, up fake, pulls it back down, and that's a wide open look, and that's good for 2, so Arlington's up 5-3. We got a sub coming. Dow collects the ball from Maxim, hounded by Lacoste. Dow hands off to Grabowski. Grabowski to Francis Grabowski. Swung to Maxim. Maxim's got the cutter, doesn't give it. Got another cutter going through to Dow. Dow, far wing to Grabowski. Francis Grabowski looking inside, picks up the screen from Forrest. There's Dow with a little crack. He goes through. Aggressive attack of the hoop for Jacob Dow, and that foul is on Lacoste. Dow will shoot 2. Brendan Harvey's going to check in for Westside at the first opportunity. Not sure who he'll check in for. And Arlington with a sub at the table as well. First shot off the front of the rim, second one coming. So it's 24 checking out and 5 checking in for Arlington. Lane out and Alex Postian in. He's another team captain. Dow stepping to the line for his second. Westside trailing 5-3. And the second shot's pure. And that allows Westside to get into their pressure. Postian, nice job to carve through that. Almost a travel. Postian to the corner, up fake, dribble drive. Francis Grabowski out guarding. And it was 23, Brendan Forrest checking out. And Brendan Harvey, 20, checking in for Westside. Baseline jumpers long. And Willie Grabowski up for the rebound. Hands off to Dow. Dow crosses over, hesitates, pulls it back out. Lacoste extending defense. Up fake. Wrap around pass to Maxim. Maxim looking for the cutter. He's got to get rid of the ball. And does before the 5-second call, and it's Willie Grabowski. Hands off to Dow. Westside's going to reset. Lacoste extending defense. Dow gets down in the crouch. He attacks. Screen for Maxim. He pulls it back out. That's Harvey. Harvey fakes the pass inside. Now he swings near side. Francis Grabowski. Grabowski had Maxim posting up. Attacks the hoop instead. We'll see who the foul's on. Postian just checked in, picks up his first. 21-4, sit down for Westside. That's Golden, or excuse me, for Arlington. Golden and Fugner sit down. We'll try and catch who checked in. It's 12 and somebody else. Harvey in the corner. And Grabowski throws up a jump ball for Dow in the backcourt. Dow, bullet pass to Willie. Willie's open enough to take it, but he puts it into Maxim. Maxim, spin move, won't go. And Arlington down with the rebound. Here they come. Oh, nice hesitation. And the scoop's good for two. Nice way to attack the basket right there. Slowed up a little bit and then took off to the hoop. Dow, hounded by Lacoste. And that ball out of bounds off Westside. Arlington ball leading 7-4 with 2:06 left. Lacoste comes near side. Dow and Maxim contest. That's a pass to the baseline, and that jumper's good for two. And Coach Snyder's going to call a timeout and talk it over. 1:57 left, and Arlington up 9-4 over the Golden Horde here in West Rutland. Arlington getting last-minute instructions. Had a nice talk with the Arlington coach before the game. He was talking about the parallel high school careers of the 2 point guards tonight, Dow and Lacoste. Both starters on JV as 8th graders and immediately on to varsity as freshmen. They battle on the basketball court, they battle on the soccer field. I've got at least 3 pictures of Jared Lacoste and my son out of the Herald. Dow attacking the hoop. Here comes Lacoste. He comes near side, back to Lacoste. Skips it to the far wing, that's a corner. Back out to the far wing. Skip pass, baseline, athletic save. Arlington moving the ball. Corner three, and it's good. 12-4 Arlington, Westside digging a hole. Lacoste defending Dow. Dow to midcourt. He spins. Lacoste continuing to work. Hands off to Harvey. Harvey to Francis Grabowski. Grabowski tries to penetrate. Nothing there. Kicks it back out to Dow. Dow crosses over. That ball to Francis Grabowski. Almost picked off. Grabowski able to pull it down, and his floater won't go. Forrest and Drake Jankowski looking to check back in. Westside fan section getting into it now. Nice job, Maxim, to elevate and get that. He hands off to Dow. 50 seconds left in the quarter, and that lead pass to Harvey. Mishandled and out of bounds. Forrest and Jankowski in, Willie Grabowski out, and Brian Maxim out. 47.3, and Arlington coach likes what he sees. His Eagles are up 12-4 here in the waning seconds of the first quarter. Arlington at a 10-2 record, up near the top of Division IV. Westside more in the middle of the pack. And that ball's forced in. Dow ties it up, forces the kick out. That three won't go. And Westside able to pull it down. Plenty of time, 25 seconds left. Dow, lead pass, Harvey. Harvey attacks the rim, floater, won't go. Rebound, Jankowski. Jankowski under the hoop, goes up strong. Can't get the shot to fall, but he's gonna take a trip to the line. That's a foul on Postian. I believe that's his second. That is the third of the half on Arlington, and Drake Jankowski steps to the line for two. We'll try and get you a shot of the West Side student section. They're looking rather studious tonight. West Rutland girls in their outfits, cheering on the boys, and Jankowski gonna shoot his second. And it's pure. 12-6. And Arlington in no hurry. 10 seconds, bounce pass. Up fake, dribble penetration, tough floater, won't go. Arlington battling on the offensive boards. That's a save, and the jump shot at the buzzer looked like a beauty but didn't go. So West Side claws back a little bit. We've got a 12-6 lead for Arlington, end of the first quarter, and we're going to check back as the teams break their huddles. Are breaking the huddles. West Side going to start with the ball, and Jankowski will look for Dow, who's guarded by Lacoste. Dow gains a little space, bounce pass, has him in the backcourt. He accelerates with a left-handed dribble, picks it up, forces it to Jankowski. That ball batted back, and now Dow hits Maxim. Maxim thinks about the pull-up. Now he's got Francis Grabowski. That's a three, good look. Drake Jankowski goes up for it and goes down hard. Brian Maxim with the hustle in the backcourt trying to make something happen, but here comes Lacoste. Lacoste has made it past midcourt, and he swings it to the far wing. Bounce pass to the near wing, dribble drive. Picks up the dribble, Lacoste at the three-point line. He's going to get called for the travel. Little hop step before he started. So neither team able to capitalize on their first possessions here. Lacoste creeps down to extend pressure all the way to the West Side foul line. Dow hands off. Jankowski. No, excuse me, that is Jake Bartlett. Forces a pass, won't go. Athletic finish. That's Golden, one of the captains, with the finish on that turnover. 14-6. Arlington Eagles over the West Rutland Golden Horde. Francis Grabowski picks up his dribble. Looks for a cutter through the lane. And that's a turnover. Here comes Willie Grabowski. Francis is going to come take a break. 6:56 left. And it's 14-6, Arlington Eagles. Lacoste comes to the near wing. Dribble drive, floater, short, won't go. Willie Grabowski with the rebound. Dow pulls it down, takes a look ahead. Arlington back on defense. Nice crossover for Dow to the right hand, and Lacoste is working on defense. Dow tries the left hand. Bounce pass to Maxim on the foul line. Dow tries to cut through, nothing there. Kicks it out to Jake Bartlett. Bartlett trying to drive, nothing there. Dow gets it to Maxim on the baseline. Tough move, won't go. Bartlett with the follow, won't go. West Side with looks from in close, unable to finish. Here comes Arlington. And it's Lacoste. So we've got a foul away from the ball on 12, Bailey Cross. Dow, near midcourt, Lacoste. Always there. Nice pass to the wing. Bartlett tries to go up, gets his pocket picked, and here comes Lacoste in transition. He's going to stall at the top of the key, and then he, excuse me, feeds lane, and that stutter steps a travel. Jake Bartlett's going to take a break. Jordan Johnson gets his first minutes of the night, 5:43 left, and it's a 14-6 lead for the Arlington Eagles. And Jordan Johnson to inbound, and Lacoste there to say hello to Jacob Dow. Dow secures the inbound pass, and he trots up with Lacoste on him. Left-hand dribble, crosses over to the right, feeds Maxim at the foul line. Maxim looking for the cutter. Willie Grabowski loses the ball, and Jordan Johnson, hustle play, able to get a hold of it. He swings it over to Dow. Dow, far wing. Lacoste creeping out to defend him. Rue Forrest looking to check in for West Side. Nice screen for Maxim. Dow kicks it out. Johnson up fake, dribble drive, floater off the rim. Good look at the hoop, won't go. Johnson gets his own rebound and kicks it out to Jankowski. And I'm not sure what the call is here. I did not hear a whistle. There's a whistle. And apparently it was a timeout. I apologize, I missed that. So teams coming to the benches for instructions with 5:10 left in the half. Arlington Eagles up 14-6. West Side Varsity girls trying to turn it up a notch here. Get things going. West Side breaks the huddle. Arlington ball with 5:10 left in the half. Lacoste will take the inbound pass from Jacob Smith. Lacoste to midcourt, defended by Dow. Pass to the far wing. Defended by Maxim. Hesitation, gets a little loose with the dribble, tries to kick it out. And we've got Willie Grabowski defending now. Looks like Jordan Johnson comes over to pick up. Westside working hard on defense. Lacoste likes the three. It's a little long off the back iron, won't go. Maxim to Dow. Dow back to Maxim. Maxim dribble penetration, puts his head down, and the floater won't go off the rim. Good look at the hoop. Everything but the finish. And that ball saved by Lacoste to the corner. Thought it was going to carry out, and Lacoste backs his man down, goes off the glass for two. 16-6. Arlington Eagles with 4:14 left in the half. Lacoste guarding Dow. Dow comes to the near wing for Johnson. Back to Dow. Dow up fake. Forces a pass into Forrest. Forrest able to secure it, and he looks for a cutting Jordan Johnson. And that pass off the mark. Johnson unable to corral it. Out of bounds with 4 minutes left. Westside can't afford many more turnovers. They need to increase the efficiency on offense here. Francis Grabowski looking to check back in. And screens coming on either side for Lacoste. He can just pick his side. Dow battles through, forces the kick out. It's to the far wing. Dribble drive, back out to Lacoste. Lacoste, stutter step to the near wing. Jordan Johnson doing work on the block to deny that pass. Elbow jumper off the glass. Forrest up to contest, loose ball, and we'll see who the call's on. I don't think the West Side crowd's gonna like it. That is on Forrest. So in comes Francis Grabowski. Out comes Ruth Forrest. Second foul on Forrest. Third on West Side. Lacoste inbound. He calls the break. He's got the near corner wide open, and that's a jumper. And Francis Grabowski pulls it down. He has tremendous speed, but he slows down. Now he's going to attack the basket. That floater rattles but won't go. West Side getting good looks, and it just won't drop for West Side this half. That ball a little loose. Grabowski defends. Now it's Lacoste. Oh, nice pass to the cutter underneath, and the reverse layup with the spin's good. It's 18-6 Arlington. Here comes Dow with 3 minutes left. West Side needs some offense. Grabowski over to Johnson. Johnson looks for the cutter. Maxim at the foul line, kicks back out. Johnson thinks about it. He likes it. Off the glass, won't go. Offensive rebound off the glass. Good grief. How many shots is Westside going to miss this half? That short one won't go. Here comes Arlington. Crossover. Wide open corner. Grabowski out to defend. 2:34 left. That skip pass. Johnson almost had it. Floater, top of the key, Lacoste. 2:29 left in the half, and Arlington's up to a 12-point lead. Not for lack of offensive opportunities. Westside had looks, but trouble finishing. Lacoste, far wing, guarded by Dow, looking for options. Into the block, spin move. Johnson there to defend, and he's going to get called for a reach. That is indeed Jordan Johnson. Might be 2 on him. 1 on him. 34, Drake Jankowski's going to check in. Jordan Johnson's coming to the bench to take a break. That's the 4th on West Side. .210 left. Far wing. Back to the top of the key. 2 minutes left. Willie Grabowski extends defense. Bullet pass to Lacoste on the wing. He feeds the post. Dribble drive, kick back out to Lacoste. Minute 49 left. Dribble penetration. Floater. Won't go. Tip. Arlington somehow controls. Minute 40. All that work on defense, and Arlington gets a second possession. Dow fights off the screen, but nice switch for Jankowski. Postjan backs it back out. Willie Grabowski defending, minute 25 left. Arlington patient, no need to hurry. Lacoste, that's a deep three. Off the rim, won't go. Maxim hauls down the rebound, looks for Dow, and Dow has it with a minute 15 left. He finds Francis Grabowski. Off the rim, won't go. Postjan giving Lacoste a break at the point. Guarded by Grabowski. Dow guarding Lacoste. 55 seconds left. 18-6, Arlington. Grabowski defending. Drake Jankowski gives up space. Ball tipped away. Shot won't go. Loose ball. And we've got a call against Arlington. That call's on Ben Fugner. That's the 5th on Arlington and the 1st on Fugner. 43 seconds left. And Lacoste lurking around Dow, going to make things difficult. Dow sends Lacoste to the floor, and he's going to attack the rack. And that ball rejected. Lacoste on the run, and that ball blocked. It's getting rough out there. 30 seconds left. That's a foul on Maxim. 1st on him, 5th on Westside. 30 seconds left. Lacoste inbound. So back-to-back point guards going to the hoop, getting blocked there. Up fake. 28 seconds. Arlington will be in no hurry. Postjan to the corner. Lacoste off the rim, won't go. Maxim able to pull down the rebound. 20 seconds left. Instead of forcing it to Dow, it's Maxim to Willie Grabowski. Willie Grabowski likes what he sees. Foul line jumper off the front of the rim. Thought he had it, no good. Loose ball. Westside dives for it, unable to get it. 6 seconds left, and here comes Arlington. They're going to have the last shot of the half. 3, it's under a second. That'll count. And that's a tough one to swallow right there. Going into the half, it is 21-6 Arlington on a buzzer beater 3. And halftime is coming. We'll check back as the teams break the huddles. All right, teams are out of their huddles with a minute left in the halftime timeout. They're ready to go. It's Arlington ball. They've got a 21-6 lead. Westside didn't score in the second quarter. Here comes Lacoste. Need to be more efficient on the offensive end. Man defense for Westside. Jankowski. That pass into the post. Willie Grabowski goes straight up, and Dow's down with the rebound. He's looking for a runner. Look at Lacoste track him down. That pass out to Grabowski. Grabowski pull-up jumper. Won't go, and look at the hustle for the save. Willie Grabowski with the save. Dow goes up strong, draws the foul. He'll shoot 2. What an athletic save for Willie Grabowski. And hot pass coming into Dow. Pump fake, gets Lacoste up. Then Dow up into the contact. He'll shoot 2, and that's the 2nd on Lacoste. First shot rattles, won't go. Second shot coming. Second shot rolls and will not drop, and Lacoste, full speed, picked up by Dow. That's a wide open 3 from the wing, won't go, and Willie Grabowski elevates for the rebound. So 2 empty trips for Arlington. Dow has Maxim leading the pack. Oh baby, they're going to give him continuation on that. Brian Maxim, up fake, gets the Arlington player airborne, goes up into him, draws contact, hits the bunny, and he'll shoot the free throw. And that's 3 on Lacoste. No, that's not 3 on Lacoste. That's 3 on Postjan, excuse me. Maybe a little wishful thinking there. But Maxim is pure from the line. And Westside has chiseled into the lead a little bit. Dow out to guard Lacoste. That pass to the near wing. Grabowski guarding. Jankowski out to guard. Now it's Grabowski on Postian. Postian, top of the key. Nice anticipation. Maxim thought he was going to pick that pass off, but Arlington thought better of it. Dribble penetration. Maxim working hard on defense. Arlington being patient. Lacoste finally cuts through. Dow goes up straight and shuts the door on that. Nice work, Jake Dow on the defensive end, and he may take this one to the rack. Oh, baby, that's a beautiful finish right there. Woo, Jacob Dow goes strong. Athletic finish, gets the roll, and he's going to shoot one. That's some good stuff right there. Jake Dow, senior guard for West Rutland. And we'll see what the trip to the free throw line looks like. 6:39 left, third quarter. Fugner picks up the foul, and Dow's pure from the line. And Westside chisels a little more. Lacoste, mid-court, Dow to defend. Screen coming, Lacoste goes left instead. Up fake, and that's a trip through the West Rutland defense, but it won't go. Dow has a runner. Maxim in full stride. Oh, won't go. Maxim, beautiful feed to Francis Grabowski. It won't go. And Arlington forced to slow down and run their half-court offense. So Dow with the baseball pass, saved by Maxim. Grabowski couldn't get the finish, and that's the first points of the half for the Arlington Eagles. 23-12. Dow being guarded by Lacoste. Willie Grabowski, top of the key. Hesitation. Dow to attack, kick out. That's a three for Willie Grabowski, and you can count that, baby. West Side student section likes that. They're on their feet. And West Rutland chisels a little more. Top of the key, Maxim defending. Arlington step back, dribble. And we've got a foul away from the ball. We'll see who it's on. Maxim picks up his second. Sub coming for Arlington, 24 checking in. That is Jack Lane. And 13, Jacob Smith checks out. 23-15 Arlington leading Westside with 5:21 left. That's a wide open jumper, front of the rim, and look at Willie Grabowski get up and get that. And Dow again has a runner up front. It's Drake Jankowski. Extra step there. Jankowski called for the travel, 5:11 left, and it is Arlington ball. Maxim gonna extend pressure in the backcourt with Dow. Willie Grabowski defending now to the far wing, and that's a nice take right there. Athletic finish. Arlington finishes 25-15. Here comes Dow. Dow bounce pass to Maxim. Maxim looks for the cutter. Dow likes the three. Off the rim, won't go. And nobody there for the rebound for Westside. Here comes Postian. He kicks out. Lacoste up fake, and he gets called for the travel. And he gives a long look to the official. And the official gives the look right back. She's not interested. Willie Grabowski will inbound to Jacob Dow. Dow trying to get a little gap between himself and Lacoste. It's been that way all night long. Lacoste all over Dow. Dow working hard. It's Grabowski to the far wing. Dow top of the key looking for the cutter. He has Willie Grabowski. Nice find, Maxim on the far block. Look at the spin move. He goes up strong. He'll take a trip to the line, and Arlington racking up fouls. We'll see who this one's on. That's on Jack Lane. First on him, fourth on Arlington. Maxim to the line for two. Maxim gets it to rattle and go. West Rutland student section up on their feet. So we're under 10 points. That's the first goal of a comeback. Get it under 10. Then chip away. Maxim with a second shot coming. Arlington in the lane early, but no call. And Drake Jankowski up, pulls it down, kicks it out. Francis likes it, and it's good for 3. That's a 4-point trip down the floor, and Westside's in the zone. Full court pressure. It's a double. Oh, thought we could get it. Dow picks it away from Lacoste. Lacoste, smooth move behind the back, and Dow's going to get called for a reach. That'll be the first on Dow. Second on Westside. And Westside continues to chisel. It's 25-19. And Lacoste comes up to midcourt. And Dow, as it's been for the last 4 years, screen to the right, moving screen, no call. 24 likes it, and that's a dagger right there. Good looking shot. Here comes Dow. That was Lane with a long 3 for the big man. Coach Snyder calling the play. Willie Grabowski comes near side, bounce pass to Willie. Willie's looking inside, nothing there. Back to Dow. Dow, bounce pass to Francis Grabowski. Grabowski, up fake, back to Dow. Dow, bounce pass to Drake Jankowski. Jankowski, top of the key for Dow. Dow to Willie Grabowski. He likes it. Off the rim, won't go, and his brother Francis pulls down the rebound, kicks out to Dow, top of the key. 3:15 left in the quarter. And it's a 9-point lead for Arlington. Down to 6, but Arlington just drained a 3. Dow cuts around the screen. Kicks out to Willie Grabowski. Grabowski to Maxim. Maxim up fake. Mid-range jumper. Back of the rim won't go. And we've got a foul call here. Maybe on Jankowski, not sure. 21, that's on Francis. Francis Grabowski with his first, I believe, and that is the third on Westside. 2:59 left, third quarter. Westside had cut it to 6, now it's back to 9, 28-19, and here comes Lacoste. Lacoste comes near side to Postian. Postian puts it on the deck. He's doubled, bullet pass, and dribble drive, and that's an athletic finish for Arlington. That's Darren Golden taking it to the rack. Dow, bounce pass. Francis Grabowski, wide open 3. Back of the rim, won't go. His younger brother, Willie, there. Oh my God, he can't hit the bunny, and Arlington pulls it down. And Lacoste off to the races. Nice feed, and we need a timeout. And Coach Snyder calls the timeout. Westside had cut it to 6. The lead ballooning for Arlington. Schneider with a timeout. We'll be back. Here's the Westside student section right here. Nice to see the varsity ladies supporting their team. We're going to come back as teams break the huddle. It's Arlington ball. It is not Arlington ball. It's Westside ball because Arlington just attacked the rack and scored. So what was a 6-point lead has ballooned. It's now 32-19 Arlington. Coach Snyder imploring his players to pick up the intensity, get back on defense, not give anything up easy on transition. Willie, jump stop, back to Dow. Dow, corner jumper, Francis. He's looking, moves the ball to Dow. Dow comes near side to Willie Grabowski. He looks inside for Jankowski, nothing there. Back to Dow on the far wing. Dow puts it on the deck and picks up a foul on 21. Darren Golden picks it up. We'll see how many that is on him. He's called for the block. First on Golden, 5th on Arlington. Jankowski checks out. It's Rue Forrest checking back in. Going to try and get some size down on the block. Grabowski, dangerous pass. Off Arlington and then off Dow. And here comes Lacoste. Westside needs a stop and some efficiency on offense. Lacoste calls out the play. He's got Postian near wing. Postian takes a look, fakes the pass inside, back to Lacoste. Postian. Bounce pass to the block. Brian Maxim, hustle play, gets a hand on that. Dow takes a look, nothing there. Corner 3 for Willie G. Won't go. And Westside back on defense. Lacoste, patient. Minute 23 left. Harvey's going to check in at the next opportunity. It's Postian. Back to Lacoste. Lacoste. Pass to the block. Floater won't go. Contested. Westside needs the rebound, and Dow has it. He's looking for a runner up ahead. Great defense for Arlington. And And Dow looking for the kick out free. Willie Grabowski cutting to the hoop. Brendan Harvey in. Francis Grabowski going to take a drink. Minute 6 left. We're stalled at 32-16. And we've got a timeout here. Not sure who called it. We will check back as the teams break their huddles. Nice work out of the student section there, trying to get things up and rolling here. There's a minute 6 left, third quarter. Westside's needs to put a pushback on to claw back into this. Arlington ball on the sideline. It's 32-19 Arlington, and Lacoste receives from Golden, and he's in no hurry. Dow extends defense out to the midcourt line. Maxim, up fake. Oh. That won't go, but that's a foul on Brian Maxim. Either 2 or 3 on him. That is 3 on Maxim. 53.3 left, and Golden steps to the line for 2. One of the captains of the Arlington Eagles, Drake Jankowski, will check in for Maxim after this shot. First shot won't go, second shot coming. Jankowski in, Maxim with 3, has to sit and take a drink. Golden's second look is pure. Sub comes for Arlington. Ben Fugner checks in. Golden checks out. And here comes Dow. Arlington in a 2-3 zone. That pass to the near wing. Bobbled by Willie Grabowski, but we've got a foul on Arlington. 24 picks it up. Jack Lane, 2 on him, 6 on Arlington. Westside will be in the bonus on the next foul. That'll help a little. Dow to Willie Grabowski, back to Dow, top of the key. Dow, bounce pass. Jankowski looks, finds Forrest on the baseline. He forces a pass out to Jankowski. It's picked off. And here comes Arlington with 30 seconds left. And Lacoste will be in no hurry to get this ball up. Pass to the far wing. Look inside to the post. Broken up. Forrest might have dragged the back foot, but no call. Here comes Dow. Clock waning. Willie Grabowski up fake. Hang time. Cannot get the shot to fall with 12 seconds left, and Forrest is going to pick up a cheapie. Rue Forrest with a foul. That's 5 on Westside and 3 on Forrest. With 11.5 left, Westside might want to extend pressure because they're going to roll it. Dow does. 11 seconds now. Plenty of time for Lacoste to set a play. That pass to the far wing. He looks for a cutting Lacoste. Won't go. Arlington top of the key. That is a long 3. It won't go. Loose ball comes down in Arlington's hands, but they're unable to get that shot off before the buzzer. So here comes the West Rutland Golden Horde. We'll take another look at the student section. Heading into the fourth, it is 33-19. Arlington Eagles lead the West Rutland Golden Horde. So the West Rutland varsity girls huddling up to call their next cheer. Coach Schneider coaching up his varsity boys. I'll take this opportunity to thank PEGTV for allowing me to use this equipment. It's a chore that I truly enjoy doing. Been taping soccer and basketball for Westside for quite a while, and it's something I look forward to. If there's something you love, talk to the folks at PEGTV. They'll help you share it with the world. They'll put it on their public access TV. They'll also put it on PEGTV.com, their website. If you're banging around the web looking for something to look at, hop on PEGTV.com. They've got video on demand. You can search and find an amazing array of things, including a lot of West Rutland sports. Thank you, Peg. They're fantastic. Into the fourth quarter. West Rutland crowd trying to get a little loud. Francis Grabowski kicks out. Willie drives all the way to the baseline, gets himself pinned down on the baseline, goes up strong, and he'll shoot two. We'll see who the foul's on. That foul is on Jacob Smith, and that is the first on Smith. Willie Grabowski steps to the line. And the first one's pure. Second shot coming. Jake Bartlett's going to check in. Drake Jankowski checks out. And Francis Grabowski into the lane for the offensive opportunity in the event of a miss by his brother. Willie's second shot coming. Pure. Willie's a good free throw shooter. So leads down to 11, and Westside extends pressure all the way up the floor. Dow on Lacoste, and Lacoste up the sideline. Coach Schneider wants a carry. Lacoste gets a little loose with it. Dow's working him. Lacoste behind the back. 5-second call maybe. No, sir. Lacoste hands it off. Dribble drive. Runner won't go. We've got to reach before the shot. Willie Grabowski picks up his second. 6 on Westside. It is on the floor. Lacoste inbound with 7:24 left. Pass to the block. That's too easy. Leads back to 14. Here comes Dow. Dow comes near side. Willie Grabowski finds Maxim on the block. He's doubled. He puts up a strong move, and the baby hook's good for 2. Subs coming for Arlington. Looks like Postjan's going to check back in. Did not catch the other player's number. Meanwhile, Dow hounds Lacoste. Lacoste comes near side. Coach Schneider says it's too easy. And Francis Grabowski beat off the dribble, forced a foul from behind. That's the 7th. And Fugner to the line. 2nd on Grabowski, 7th on Westside. And we'll see what Fugner does from the free throw line. First one no good. 5 Postjan. 21 Golden in. 24 and 12 out. 12 is Cross, 24 is Lane. They come to the bench for a break with 6:49 left, third quarter. Second shot's good. 13-point lead. 6:45 left. Here comes Jake Dow. Dow hands off to Francis Grabowski. Nice cut. Maxim on the block, working hard, up and under. He's blocked, but no call. We'll see what the call is now. Jacob Smith picks up a foul there. Brian Maxim steps to the line. 6:32 left. It's the 2nd on Smith. And Maxim rattles it home. Jake Bartlett's going to drop back and pick up the floater. Postjan all the way down the floor. Francis Grabowski out for a break. 6:32 left. Drake Jankowski at the line. Brian Maxim's got a little bit of blood here. Cody Parker's going to need to apply a bandage. So Maxim checks out. Grabowski checks in. He'll try the second free throw. And Brian Maxim sees trainer Cody Parker. This is not an emergency situation, but we do love having Cody here taking care of the kids. Grabowski, second shot's pure. He's a good free throw shooter. Maxim checks back in after getting bandaged up. And Coach Craig Pettis says not allowed. So Maxim checks in at the scorer's table. Francis Grabowski's got the inbounder. And Westside in full court man pressure. Francis going to double wherever the ball goes, I would assume. It's Fugner looking. And that ball's in on the far side. Dow harassing the Arlington player. He's going to get called for a reach. That's Golden. That'll be his second. Grabowski out, Maxim in. And that foul sends Golden to the line. Arlington an 11-point lead with 6:27 left. Both point guards check in with their coaches for a little instruction here. Lacoste still talking to his coach. Now he steps away. First one's good, second one's coming. Second shot for Golden's up. It rattles and won't go. Westside down with a rebound. That's Jake Bartlett. He takes a look up the floor. Gives to Dow. Dow. Hands off to Willie Grabowski. Willie Grabowski up fake. Dribble drive to Dow. Dow. Top of the key. Maxim takes a look inside. Willie Grabowski fakes the shot. Arlington playing tight defense. Grabowski being hounded, and it's Dow out to the near wing with 6:01 left. He cuts around Maxim for the screen. Athletic attack of the hoop for Jake Dow, and that's good for two. And Westside gives up an easy transition look. Fortunate Arlington unable to capitalize, but they still have possession. Reverse layup won't go. Maxim yanks down the rebound. Leads to 10. Dow, top of the key. Lacoste. Picked by Maxim. Dow drives right, hands off to Willie Grabowski. Maxim, deep three for a senior, off the rim, won't go. And look at Jake Bartlett on the offensive boards. He might be the smallest guy on the floor, but beautiful position, great quickness. Hauls down a rebound, and that's a big two right there. Jake Bartlett getting it done on the putback. And Westside needs a stop. It's getting loud. Westside student section up on their feet. Athletic attack of the hoop here, and we've got a reach. It'll be a 1-and-1. That foul is on Jake Bartlett for the reach. It sends Golden back to the line. Drake Jankowski out. Francis Grabowski in. 5:05 left. Westside has it under 10, 37-29. Arlington leads. Golden, good on the first. Second shot coming. And he shot very well from the line so far tonight. Coach Snyder wants a timeout. We're going to check in on the Westside student section here, see what's going on. There's 5:05 left, and it's 39-29 Arlington. It's a double-digit lead, and we're going to come back as the teams break the huddle. Sounds. Teams are ready to break their huddles. Here comes Westside. Westside's had a couple fantastic comebacks late in the game. This would be a dandy right here. They're down 10 with 5:05 against Arlington, who's 10-2 and having a very successful season. Jake Bartlett will look for Jake Dow on the inbound, and of course Lacoste will be there. Dow, nice hesitation, gets away from Lacoste and receives the pass. So we're at 5 minutes left. Dow, crossover, step back. Lacoste, great defense. That pass down to the block. Maxim up and under, and 13 shuts the door on that. Lacoste down with a rebound. Thought we had a turnover. Maxim hustling. Ball on the floor. Lacoste mishandled, but it remains Arlington ball. That gives Westside a chance to get into this full court man. Don't get beat deep, but a turnover would be nice. Lacoste receives, Dow's right on him, and Lacoste got to get on his horse and go up the sideline. Hesitation, gets a little loose with the ball, picks it back up, and Westside's got to pressure all over the floor. Willie Grabowski extends defense, tips it away. A little bit of a carry there, no call. Willie G's got to get out, work for the 5-second count. Francis Grabowski on Postian. Postian comes near side to Golden. Golden, top of the key, being guarded by Bartlett. 4:16 left. And Arlington's going to call a timeout here with 4:15. And the lead still 10. We'll check back as teams break the short timeout. 10-point lead, Arlington up 39-29. Westside's committed 9 fouls. Next one, Arlington goes to the double bonus. Arlington's committed 8 fouls. Westside in the 1-1. Arlington inbound on the sideline here, and there's 4:15 left in the fourth quarter, and Westside needs pressure all over the floor. That's a kick out, baseline jumper, rattles, won't go. Willie Grabowski up, and Lacoste denies. Smart job, Willie Grabowski, not to force the pass to Dow, take it up himself. Now we've got Jordan Johnson. He tests it, nothing there. Dow, top of the key, he calls the play. 3:51 left. Dow, bounce pass to Maxim on the elbow. Backdoor cut, guarded. Maxim's got to get rid of it, kicks it out to Johnson. Johnson, dribble drive, up fake, back out to Maxim. Maxim up fake, takes the three, and that's a good looking shot right there. And that's good for 3, Brian Maxim, and Dow is going to hound Lacoste. Lacoste back to the left hand. Lacoste behind the back. Off to Postian. Postian guarded by Johnson. Johnson. Dow almost had that pass to Lacoste. He screened. Now it's a switch. Johnson goes down, and that may be offensive. Oh, baby. Jordan Johnson working it on defense. Establishes position, and that's an offensive on Lacoste. That's 3 on him. That is 9 on Arlington. Next foul, Westside in the double bonus, and it's Harvey in. He inbounds to Dow. Did not see who checked out. We'll try and catch up with it, and Dow. Pass midcourt, Lacoste. Maxim with the screen, Dow cuts back. Kicks it out, Brendan Harvey. Harvey takes a look, and it's back to Dow, 2:55 left. Johnson picks up his dribble, finds a cutting Willie. Willie stuffed, gets his own rebound, and he's going to shoot 2 because that's the double bonus right there. We'll see who the foul is on, but I like Willie Grabowski at the line for me. That's on Golden, not sure how many that is on him. That's only 2. Willie Grabowski at the line for the double bonus, 2:44 left, and it's 32-39. Westside down by 7. Grabowski a chance to chisel away at that. And Willie G is pure from the line. I like that. 6-point lead, 2:44 left. A make will allow Westside not only to get closer, but to get into their press. And the second shot's pure for Willie Grabowski. He is a cold-blooded killer on the foul line. Johnson attacks, and Johnson gets that ball on the floor. It's loose, and good luck getting a jump ball away from Jordan Johnson. It is a jump. Possession arrow says Arlington. Pure hustle, Jordan Johnson making stuff happen on the defensive half. The lead is 5 with 2:33 left. Johnson to deny Golden. They'll try and get it into Lacoste, and they are able to. Dow working hard. Has Lacoste out at the 3-point line. He's top of the key. No rest for either point guard tonight. Not unexpected. Lacoste at the 3-point line. 2:22 left. Switch, and Willie Grabowski's on him now. 3. Looking for the 5-second call, and that's a 50-50 ball in the middle. I think they're going to call Johnson. That is on Johnson. I don't know, he's going for the ball there. So Jack Lane, a sophomore, going to step to the line for the double bonus with 2:14 left. We'll see how the underclassman handles this pressure. Not a problem on the first. Francis Grabowski checks in. Quality minutes, Jordan Johnson, he checks out. Lane to shoot the second. Nice trip to the line for Lane. He'll check out. Ben Fugner checks back in. And it's back to 7. for Arlington. Coach Schneider wants to talk it over. He's going to call a timeout. West Side student section going to get up and make some noise here. All right, we're going to check back after the timeout here. West Side trailing 41-34, 2:14 left. Arlington already breaking their huddle, so we may as well stay right here. Last minute instructions from Coach Schneider. West Side not going away, but it'll be an uphill battle to make this happen. Harvey will inbound to Dow with 2:14 left. Both teams in the double bonus here. Hinchy Gymnasium in West Side. Harvey to Dow. Dow to midcourt. Willie Grabowski cutting through. And that's a corner three for Brendan Harvey. And that's a nice basket right there. That's good stuff from the senior. Earning minutes from Coach Schneider. And he rewards the coach with a pull-up three. Lacoste behind the back. Arlington timeout. How about Brendan Harvey, baby? A little bit of noise for him. And here comes Coach Schneider to give instruction. We'll check back after this timeout. Brendan Harvey getting some love from the crowd here. Minute 51 left. And Brendan Harvey has pulled West Side within 4. Coach Schneider has the boys believing this would be a huge comeback win. West Side did not score any points in the second quarter. They were stuck at 6 from the end of the first quarter into the half. It's been a much more productive second half here, but they've still got a little ways to go. They break the huddle. It's Maxim, Dow, Francis Grabowski, Brendan Harvey, and Willie Grabowski for West Side. Arlington comes out. Lacoste. I see Postjan. 21 Golden. They've got all 3 captains on the floor. I also see Jacob Smith and 24 sophomore Jack Lane. Dow on Lacoste. Postjan pulls it down, hounded by Harvey. Postjan. That pass to the elbow, back out to Postjan. Arlington trying to kill some clock here. That's a wide open 3 and they pass it up. Minute 27 left. And Golden loses the handle. And it's a turnover to West Side with a minute 25 left. Lots of time for West Side, and Willie Grabowski going to give Dow a break at point. He crosses over to the right. That pass to Dow. Dow on the wing, guarded by Lacoste. He has Harvey here, top of the key. Harvey thinks about Grabowski. Now he finds Dow. He's got Maxim on the block. Maxim multiple moves, unable to get any space. Willie Grabowski with a 3 with a minute left. And it's a 1-point game, baby. 54, Dow. Harvey guarding Lacoste. Up fake. Athletic shot won't go. Maxim with the rebound. 45 seconds left. West Side down by 1. Willie G with a 3. Woo, this is a beauty. Dow picks up the screen. Pulls it up. Maxim up fake. Attacks the rack. No shot. Foul on the floor. But we're double bonus anyway. We'll see who it's on. It's on 13. Jacob Smith. 3 on Smith. Maxim to the line to shoot 2 with 30.1 left. West Side has clawed back to within 1. Maxim off the front of the rim, no good. Second shot coming. A make ties the game and enables West Side to get into the press. Not sure if they'll roll it out or not with 30 seconds left. Deathly quiet. Maxim shot ties it, and it's immediate full court pressure for West Side. And now they're going to back off. Lacoste. Tie game, 25 seconds to see if Arlington plays for the last shot. Coach Schneider wants some defense. Lacoste, too far for the 5 count. 14 seconds. Lacoste too far for the 5 count. 10 seconds. Dow getting ready to turn on the defense. 8 seconds. It's Lacoste. He goes left. Floater short. Maxim pulls it down. Schneider calls timeout. We'll see how much time he has. I'm showing 1.7. We'll see what Craig Pettis says to put on the clock here. 2.3 seconds is the instruction. Clock keeper Ann Hughes, extraordinaire, resets the clock. West Side with a chance, 2.3. They'll have the ball at midcourt. And I can't lie, I'm pretty excited. We'll see what the West Side crowd has to say. 2.3, we'll see what Coach Schneider draws up. West Rutland has not gone away, scratching and clawing to the tie. 2.3, it's got to be quick. Arlington breaking their huddle. They're ready. So Lacoste had what he wanted, had a good look at the hoop. It came up short. Maxim with the rebound. And Coach Schneider able to come above the noise for the timeout call. Down to inbound, deep in his zone here. His first look may be for Willie Grabowski. Francis Grabowski can jack it from distance. Floater, Maxim. Grabowski gets a good look. Oh, baby, off the back of the rim. That is a great look, and guess what? We get bonus basketball, baby. Overtime coming here in West Side. It is tied up 41-41. And we're going to check back as the team's checking in at the scores table. Each team gets an extra timeout for overtime. That leaves Arlington with 2 fulls. West Side with 1 full that they just picked up for forcing this 4-minute overtime here. Boys varsity basketball in West Side is a lot of fun. Here comes the student section. They're going to make some noise on their way in. Possession arrow says, well, it's not possession arrow, it's a jump ball. My apologies. Brian Maxim's going to go up for West Side. 13, Jacob Smith's going to go up for Arlington. 41-41, 4 minutes of bonus basketball coming. Maxim up, and that tip goes to Willie Grabowski. So the possession arrow is Arlington, the ball is West Side, and West Side got to be patient here. 3:51 left. Dow wants the screen. Bounce pass, Maxim on the elbow, back to Dow. Nice attack of the hoop. Oh baby, he just got hammered. He went down hard. He's going to need to catch his breath here. Physical foul, 21, Golden. That might be 3 on Golden. Dow's back up, walking gingerly. He steps to the line. He'll shoot 2, both teams in the double bonus. The official's checking in on him. He's got a smirk on his face. He'll be okay. Tough kid to shoot 2 with 3:42 left. Arlington coach working the official on the sideline here. First one front of the rim won't go. Second shot coming.
We need it, buddy. Come on. There it is.
Second shot rolls through. 1 point lead West Side. Here comes Lacoste. No pressure for West Side. They're going to play half-court defense, and it's Dow on Lacoste. They've been battling for years. Postyon, guarded by Grabowski. Grabowski over to Golden. Jumper won't go. Ball rattles around. Comes down for West Side. Dow has it. Coach Schneider holds up the hands, calls for calm, wants patient offense now. Dow picks up the dribble, needs some help. He has Maxim. Maxim gives the cutter to Harvey. Up off the back of the rim, won't go, and Francis Grabowski's going to attack the rack. It won't go. Look at Brian Maxim doing work on the boards. That's a block. They're going to call it out of bounds off Arlington. No foul. Westside had a third look. Unable to finish. Francis Grabowski's going to inbound here. 2:56 left in the first overtime. And he's going to send the bomb into the backcourt for Jacob Dow. And Dow again facing Lacoste. 2:50 left. Arlington crowd cheering for defense. Maxim on the elbow. He's got to get rid of it. He hands off to Francis Grabowski. Loses the handle but gets it back. And the bunny won't go for Francis. Westside needs to hustle back on defense. 2:33 left. It's a 1-point lead for Westside. Arlington looking for Lacoste at the top of the key, and they've got him. We're down to 2:25. Westside in man-to-man. Willie Grabowski. Now it's Harvey extending defense on Golden. Golden puts it on the deck. Kicks out Lacoste. A three, and you can count it. 2-point Arlington lead. Here comes Jake Dow. Dow bounce pass to Maxim on the elbow. Cutter's coming through, hands off to Francis Grabowski, and he's off the glass, good for two. We're tied with 1:51 left, and Jared Lacoste calls the offense. It's been a beauty of a game. Westside needs a stop here. Bookend screens, Lacoste, step back. Willie Grabowski elevates for the block. And I can't believe they're going to call this a foul. They're going to call a foul on Willie Grabowski on what appeared to me to be a clean block. You might want to rewind it and take another look. That sends Lacoste to the line to shoot three with 1:38. We'll see what kind of damage he can do. Lacoste, first shot is pure. 1-point Arlington lead, 1:38 left. Second shot is pure, 2-point Arlington lead, sub coming. That's Ben Fugner checking in and Jack Lane checking out. Quality minutes for him. Lacoste. Three for three from the line, 6 straight points for Lacoste. 3-point Arlington lead with 1:36, plenty of time. Here comes Westside. Dow calls the play. It's Maxim on the elbow. Hands off to Grabowski. Grabowski kicks it back out. Maxim up fake, mid-range jumper. Front of the rim won't go. Willie Grabowski tries to track it down. It is off Westside. Arlington ball with 1:20 left. And Westside needs to pressure. Sub coming. Jack Lane checks in. Fugner checks out. Not sure if that's a foul shooting substitution, but Lacoste immediately doubled. Grabowski picks up the foul. Lacoste will shoot 2 with 1:18 left. Three on Grabowski, I believe. Three on Francis. Lacoste back to the line for 2 more. Seven straight points for Lacoste. Fugner in, Lane out. Eight straight points for Lacoste. 5-point lead. 1:17 left. Coach Schneider wants to talk it over. That's his final timeout of the game. We'll check back as teams are breaking the huddle. Arlington breaks their huddle. Out comes Lacoste. Out comes Postchin. 21 Golden. 13, Jacob Smith. Didn't catch the last one. Dow to midcourt. Pass to Francis Grabowski. Grabowski bounce pass to Maxim. Maxim on the block. Francis Grabowski for three. Rattles and goes. It's a 2-point lead with a minute left. Dow denies, ball gets loose. Almost a jump ball. Dow and Lacoste continue the battle. It's a 2-point lead and the ball for Arlington with 48 seconds left. And Westside's going to need to extend pressure. Grabowski out, and he's going to get called for the reach. Poston to the line to shoot two. 42.1 left. And we'll see what kind of foul shooter Alex Poston is. He's a team captain. And he's to the line with a 2-point lead and 42.1 left. Back of the rim won't go. Second shot, back of the rim, won't go. And Arlington hauls in the offensive rebound. Dow out on Lacoste. 5-second call, baby. Oh, timeout Arlington. Heard the whistle go, thought it might be 5 seconds. Dow was tight on Lacoste. It's timeout Arlington with 32.3 left on the ball. That's the first horn sounding. Team's getting last minute instruction. Arlington with a 2-point lead on the ball with 32.3 left. Last minute instructions from Coach Snyder. He sends out 32 Maxim, 21 Francis Grabowski, 20 Brennan Harvey, 35 Willie Grabowski, and 5 Jacob Dow. Denying everywhere. Westside forced the foul with 28 seconds left. And they're going to send Jack Lane, a sophomore, to the line. We'll see who the call's on. Did not hear the official call. That's 4 on Francis Grabowski. And Lane to the line for 2. Rattles and won't roll. 12 Bailey Cross out, 5 Poston in. Second shot coming for sophomore Jack Lane. Rattles and goes. 3-point lead, and for the shooter in comes Ben Fugner. Lane to the bench. Westside down 3 with 28. Plenty of time to get a good look at the hoop here. Dow picks up the dribble, has Maxim. Maxim likes it, and you can count it for 3 with 15 seconds left. 10 seconds. Lacoste takes a look, and timeout Arlington coach with a tie game. 8.5 seconds left, Arlington ball. We may check in with the Westside student section here and see what they think. Here we go, 8.5 left, it's been a beaut. Coach is giving instructions. Nice crowd over on the far side. Arlington didn't travel terribly well, but they're making some noise over in their student section. And it has been a great game no matter who wins. It'll be a heartbreaker for the loser, I'll tell you that. So we'll see what Coach Snyder draws up. Arlington is coached by Chris Taft, assisted by Dave Cross. Taft has been at Arlington for quite a while. So we've got Willie Grabowski, Brian Maxim, Jake Dow, 14, Jordan Johnson. 20, Brennan Harvey on the floor for Westside defense, and it's Postien to Lacoste with 7 seconds. 4 seconds. Postien. That ball's tipped away, and that's going to be the end of the first overtime. Jake Dow gets a hand on that. Calmly walks to the bench, and we've got more bonus basketball coming, folks. 50 to 50 heading into the second overtime. Okay, so a little help from the scorers table. Each team gets one more full. That's it. 4 minutes left. 50 to 50, and what a beauty of a game. Both teams with a double bonus, and Maxim's going to get up against 21. That's Darren Golden. And I lied, 13 steps into the circle. That's Jacob Smith. Whew. Arlington controls. Harvey gets his hand on it. And I think they called Westside ball on that. Unable to see it, but it is Westside ball. Willie Grabowski in the corner to inbound. He has Francis. Francis, top of the key to Dow. He swings to Harvey. Harvey has Willie in the corner. Willie gets a little loose. That ball's on the floor. Jump ball, possession arrow says Arlington with 3:49 left. Lacoste must need a drink after this one. He's worked hard, as has Dow. No break for either one. Near side, back to Lacoste, top of the key, back to Lacoste. 21 with a long three, won't go. Arlington there for the position, but Dow comes down with it. He's got a runner. It's Francis Grabowski in behind the defense for 2, and Westside's up 2 with 3:20 left. It is getting loud at Hinchy Gymnasium. Long three, Lacoste off the rim, won't go. Maxim there for the rebound. Willie Grabowski goes flying, and Dow's going to slow it down. We're 3:05 left. 52-50 Westside. Dow with a home run pass. Grabowski with the finish off the glass. Dow hits Maxim on the elbow. Harvey with the back cut. Reverse layups blocked. Remains Westside ball. Good look at the hoop. 2:53 left. And Francis Grabowski will inbound. Grabowski calls the break. He's got Harvey. Looks on the far side, bounce pass. And that's his brother Willie on the block off the glass. It's a 4-point lead. Might be the biggest lead of the night for Westside with 2:44 left. Lacoste, top of the key, far wing. Dow out to defend. Near wing, Postien back to Lacoste, far wing. Arlington patient, 2:32 left. That's a corner three. Off the rim, won't go. That ball batted. I believe it's off Arlington. Lacoste can't work any harder than that, but it's a West Rutland ball. They've got a 4-point lead with 2:27 and the ball. 4 checking in, 24 checking out. That's Fugner for Lane. Harvey will inbound to Lacoste. Dow wants a screen on Lacoste, but doesn't need it. He's inbounds with 2:23 left and a 4-point lead. Lacoste defending. Maxim on the elbow. Looks for the handoff. Harvey, dribble, drive, kicks out. Turnover, jump ball, and possession arrow is going to say Westside this time. 2 minutes, 10 seconds left. Westside a little loose with the ball, but able to hustle. Get their hands on it, tie it up. 54-50 with 2:10 left. Willie Grabowski to inbound. And now Harvey will inbound. Harvey calls the break. He's got Maxim coming across. Maxim collects. He's looking for Dow. He's doubled, kicks it out to Dow. 2:04 left. Now it's West Rutland's chance to be patient. Harvey, top of the key. He has Willie Grabowski. Francis on the three-point line. Thinks better of it, dribbles top of the key. That ball a little loose. Dow to Harvey on the wing. Clock winding, we're under 2 minutes. Willie Grabowski picks up the dribble and has Harvey. Harvey to Dow. Dow hounded by Lacoste. Dow over to Grabowski, Westside, killing the clock. Francis Grabowski's got to move the ball. heading for a 5-second count, and Coach Keith Schneider calls his only remaining timeout. Minute 38. West Side up 54-50. We'll check in with the West Side student section. They've got their own huddle going here. A lot of talk, not much action in the West Side student section. So we're going to check back as teams are breaking the huddle. Comes back with 4. Fugner, 13. Jacob Smith, 15. Lacoste, 5. Postian, and 21. Darren Golden. West Side breaks the huddle. It's 35 Grabowski, 21 Grabowski, 5 Dow, 32 Maxim, 20 Harvey. West Side, 4-point lead and the ball with a minute 38 left in the second overtime. It's been a beauty of a game. There's the horn. Just checking, everybody's ready. And Brendan Harvey to inbound. Dow working to break loose from Lacoste, and Francis Grabowski hustles that ball forced, and it's a turnover. Here comes Arlington. That's Lacoste on the drive. He goes, he's blocked. Oh, Maxim had a clean block on the first one. They're going to call a reach on the second one, maybe on Dow. That'd be 3 on Dow. No, it's on Maxim. 3 or 4 on him. More importantly, Lacoste to the line with the clock stopped. He'll shoot 2. Minute 27 left, and Jared Lacoste steps up to the line. 4 on Maxim. Front of the rim won't go. Lacoste not happy about that. Big free throw here. Make pulls him within 1 possession. Off the rim, won't go. Loose ball. Arlington battles. Look at Lacoste. Gets the floater to go, and it's Dow in the backcourt. Lacoste hounds him. Dow goes to the left hand. He's past midcourt. We're at a minute 14 left. West Side with a 2-point lead. Dow hands off to Grabowski. Grabowski to Harvey. Harvey comes near side to Francis Grabowski. He puts it on the deck. He attacks the rack. It's off the glass. Almost had the finish. He won't go, but Francis is going to step to the line. That's on 13, Jacob Smith. 4 on him. Francis Grabowski to the line to shoot 2 with a minute 1 left and a 2-point lead. Francis, a pretty strong free throw shooter. Pure. That's a big shot right here, but this is even bigger. This shot can make it a 2-point possession. Allow West Side to employ whatever defense they want with a minute 1 left. And Francis Grabowski has no fear. He drills them both with a minute left. Lacoste comes to Golden. Golden baseline jumper, rattles, won't go. West Side rebound. Francis can't keep the handle on it. It's a turnover to Arlington. 50.6 left and a 4-point West Side lead. Coach Schneider wishes he had a timeout. He has burned them all. And they're going up top. Dow contests Lacoste. Lacoste, another floater, won't go. This time Francis Grabowski has the rebound, and he finds Dow with 44 left. Dow's going to get across midcourt and show some patience here. Bounce pass. Willie Grabowski, he sends a floater to Francis. Francis thought about the 3. Bad pass, turned over. Here comes Arlington. And West Side might have drawn the charge. Are you kidding me? Jacob Dow, I believe, just set his feet and drew the charge for an offensive foul. 4th on Golden. 28.4 left. What a beautiful game. It's West Side 56, Arlington 52. Second overtime, 28.4 left. And after the turnover, West Side draws the offensive charge. Woo! Brian Ryan Maxim has Grabowski. Grabowski has the ball. And we've got a reach foul on 4. That's Ben Fugner. And Francis Grabowski calmly strolls to the line to shoot 2. 26 seconds left, and Francis Grabowski can put this one a little closer to the finish line for Westside. And Francis Grabowski continues to pour it in from the free throw line. No fear for Francis. 5-point lead, 26 seconds left. Francis Grabowski is pure from the line. 24 seconds left. Lacoste, corner, Fugner, step back 3. Blocked. Willie Grabowski elevates and Maxim's up to midcourt. He gets loose, turns it over, 12 seconds left. Lacoste, it is a deep 3. Rattles and won't go. Jacob Dow with the rebound in 5 seconds. He's up to Francis Grabowski, and Grabowski with a reverse layup at the buzzer. Are you kidding me? Westside pulls it out with an 8-point lead. Woo! After going scoreless in the second quarter, going into halftime with a 6-point total, they explode in the second half. 60-52. Man, that's a beauty. I can't wait to do the post-game interview. We'll see who Coach Snyder has in mind. Woo! It's loud in Hinchy's house. What a great game. Coach Snyder's got to be proud of the boys. Coach Snyder's catching his breath here. Woo! What a barn burner. We're going to step away. We'll be back for the post-game. Tonight's PEGTV player of the game, my son, Jacob Dow. Congratulations, Jake. What a great game, man. Tell me something.
You know, the first half was pretty bad, not going to lie.
First half was bad. You didn't score in the second quarter. Did you know that?
No, yeah, I definitely knew that. But the second half came out, played better defense, started to force some turnovers, made some open shots, and clawed our way back into it.
Fantastic. How about Harvey coming off the bench?
Boy.
Big 3 for Brendan.
And he played great defense, too. Great defense.
Played great defense. Love to see you guys. You keep clawing back. You never quit. I'm looking forward to the rest of the season. Congratulations, player of the game.
Thank you.
You're welcome.